Together we go further. Together we achieve more. Together we fly higher.
Welcome to The Water, Wands and Woo. My name is Katharina and I'm here with my soul sisters, Jackie and Jade. 3 women, 3 voices, 1 magical flow. Let's dive in. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to another episode of The Water, Wands and Woo. It's Katharina here, your host, your guide, and your fellow traveler on this incredible, sparkly journey of remembering who we truly are. So welcome, welcome. Today we will be diving into something so simple. Maybe some would say even ordinary, and yet so widely magical. Something that runs through every living being, every ocean, every tear, every heartbeat. We are talking about water, the consciousness of water, and how we start remembering our liquid light. We open the door to an entirely new level of connection with ourselves, our bodies, and the living world around us. So, let's take a big deep breath. Maybe even grab a glass of water. And look at it. You know, the way it catches light, the way it moves through places. And, you know, if you look at the river, how it goes around all the little rocks and blocks, and it finds its way to wherever it needs to go with no hustle. It just flows. So I'm here to remind you that it's not just a water. It's a liquid intelligence. It's a memory. It's a sound. It's vibration. It's pure, pure life. You know, when I was about 25, I came across work of Dr. Masaru Emoto, which was absolutely incredible. He's a Japanese researcher who explored how water responds to human consciousness. And he did many, many experiments with water when he put 2 different waters, 2 different cups, sorry. And 1 cup would be spoken to nicely and saying all the beautiful things. I love you, you beautiful, you precious, whatever. And the other cup would be spoken in a bad manner. So I hate you, you're ugly, all these, you know, not really nice things. And then he would freeze the water, and the crystals were, it was just incredible. The water which has been spoken to beautifully, the crystals were perfect and symmetrical, and it was making all these beautiful, beautiful things. And the water which has been spoken to badly, it was distorted and out of the place, and, you know, not really beautifully looking at all. It was almost like he was creating a mandalas of beauty with the water which has been spoken to nicely. So for me, there was a proof that in language both mystical and scientific, water listens. The water feels, remembers, and responds. And that realization cracked something open inside of me. At the time, my ex-partner was really into sound, and we also had a lemonade business, which we were manufacturing bottles and bottles and bottles of lemonade with beautiful fresh fruits, and it was amazing concept. But one of our rules in the factory was that if you're angry or if you have something to say about the other person or something bothers you, you have to leave the space. And you can only imagine how, when something really eating you inside and that you're under the pressure of the time to get the lemonade done to prepare for the event, or and then the other person is telling you, you have to leave. And then you just have to gather yourself and remove yourself from the space, because we both believe that water has consciousness, and we wanted to sell the lemonade with the beauty, with the love, with all the beautiful creations. We wanted to get the message out to the people, the message of love, the message of power, and not the message of I was feeling angry and now my water has the memory of it and I will sell it and you will drink it. So that didn't work. So it was very, very beautiful. And it actually came to me the other day when I was thinking about the lemonade and when I was thinking about this podcast and the water itself and how does it affect me in my life and what do I do with water, from drinking a good water, because I am very, very lucky. I've got access to pure spring water from our mountains, which is amazing because the water is alive. But then I also have our beautiful Lumi, which is my hydrogen water. So I'm already combining the two beautiful things. I've got my spring water and then I enhance it with the hydrogen. And not only that, I also have chromotherapy. I also have frequencies in this bottle. Just hang on, baby. Sorry, guys. I've got my little one with me. Do you want to say hi to everyone? She's got her phone time. Okay, go sit down. Thank you. So, where was I? Yes, so from filtering water, I believe that everyone knows how important it is to drink a good water. But I'll say it anyway, just in case there's a little humans who need to, or not little, but in case there's someone who's still not convinced as to how important water is. And the reason for it is we are made, so our bodies are around 78% of water, as well as your blood. Your beautiful life-carrying river, it's about 80% of water. So that knowledge brought me to start speaking to my water. Literally, I'd whisper my intentions into it, sometimes my hopes, my secrets, my wishes, my all the bad things I didn't want to share with anyone else, but I felt like I need to get it out. I would whisper it to my water and transmute it into a light, and then I would drink the water. Because I know it might sound crazy to some, but don't diss it until you try it. I always say when it comes to the energy work and people go, well, I can't really see it. It's not tangible. I can't, how do you prove that it's right and correct and it exists? And I always say, well, try it and feel it. And if it doesn't work, well, you have nothing to lose, but you have had a crack. But when it does work, wow, you just cracked onto something, So it doesn't cost you anything to try. So keep your mind open and give it a go. Because something magical happens when you slow down and connect with the water you're about to drink. when you actually speak to it, you start feeling how alive it is and you connect with it. Because, as I mentioned, your body is made out of water, your blood is made out of water, your food contains water. So that is the reason why I'm asking you to slow down and take a second before you drink your water or before you eat your food and bless it. Say something nice to it. After a while, you start realizing that maybe I wasn't that crazy to telling you this. When you start seeing the changes, and it's not physical changes, but it can be. The changes can be very subtle or they can be very radical. It really depends person. But you will feel different. And that's what energy work is all about. Because when you can slow down and actually tune into your body and suddenly start recognizing that something is different, it might feel a bit off because it's different, but it is beautiful. You're tapped into your wisdom, your innate knowledge, which you have been disconnected by society, by people, by your parents, and none of that is to blaming them. But it just shows that there's so much more. And I believe if you found us and you're listening to this podcast, you already got the nudge that there is more to this. There must be some other knowledge I'm not tapping into. And here we are showing you how does it work and why it works that way, and giving you the behind the scenes as well. This is not sale pitch. This is not, we don't want you to do anything you don't want to do. The only thing we're asking is come here with open mind and listen to what your body is telling you. Listen to that tiny, tiny, quiet whisper and believe that the whisper will get stronger and stronger as you get better at listening. Anyway, back to our beautiful water. Bit of a science, okay? Because science tells us water is one of the most mysterious substances on Earth. It doesn't behave the way it should. It has over 70 anomalies. It expands when frozen. It can store vibration. And it holds memory, just to name a few. Every drop of water that exists on the planet has been through countless forms: clouds, ocean, river, tears, blood, snowflake, dew, you name it. It's been through dinosaurs, ancient forests, the breath of stars. You could be drinking the same water that once moved through veins of your ancestors. Isn't that amazing? Now, let's bring a little modern science into this magic, and that's the hydrogen water. You might have heard about it. It's getting more and more popular at the moment. You can see a lot of different vessels and bottles and, and it's basically water infused with hydrogen molecules. And hydrogen is the lightest element in the universe. It's a pure life force in chemical form. So when hydrogen enters your cells, it helps neutralize oxidative stress, support energy production, and hydrates at very deep cellular level. But here's where I like to bridge the science with the sacred, because hydrogen water doesn't just hydrate your body, it tunes your water, it restructures it. It helps your blood to stay, supple, communicate better. The cells communicate better, and your internal water flow is in harmony again. So imagine your cells are like liquid light beings. When you drink the hydrogen water infused with a loving intention, you're literally telling your inner ocean, hey, I'm ready to remember. And you're reminding your body what coherence feels like, the clear, crystalline frequency of harmony. And then when you infuse that with the good water, so you've got the hydrogen water, you've got the spring water in the vessel, then you load it with the frequencies, you load it with the hydrogen, and then you speak to your water and you ask the water, what do you want the water to do? So today I've been asking my water to get clarity, because I've been going through very difficult or challenging situation in my life, which involves courts and jurisdictional systems, and it's all heavy and feels really heavy. So I ask my water for clarity so I can move through the systems with clarity and with ease. And I've come to see water as my teacher, one of the greatest on the planet, actually, because she teaches presence. She teaches me flow. She teaches me transformation from vapor to liquid to solid, from stillness to storm to calm. And it just goes on and on and on. And when we truly, truly listen to her, not just with our ears, but with our hearts, something inside of us begins to harmonize. We remember that we are not separate. We're a part of this vast, shimmering web of life. So as we move through it, it's beautiful, don't you think? When you stop and you listen to your body and you speak to your water. Yeah, some people might say I'm crazy and it's all woo-woo. But as I said before, just give it a go and feel into it. I've got a little practice for us today. And maybe you can try next time by yourself when you hold your glass of water. So just hold the glass in both hands. Take a big deep breath. Close your eyes for a moment and feel the gratitude. The gratitude for the journey. For gratitude for the water and the way it came to you. The gratitude of your life. For your eyes to be able to see, for your mouth to be able to speak, for everything around you. And you might say something like, thank you for nourishing me. Thank you for remembering my light. Thank you for cleansing what no longer serves me. It can be anything. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for supporting me. And speak to it softly, with intention. Yeah. Really, whisper the dreams. Whisper your healing, your desires, your prayers, and then drink it slowly. Like you're receiving liquid love. Little water hug. Because you are. Every sip is an opportunity to become more coherent, more radiant, and more alive. Cheers. I hope it was fun and you received exactly what you came for. And as we close today's episode, let's take one gentle moment together. And if you have some water nearby, hold it again. If not, just tune into the water within you, your blood, your cells, your breath. Feel its rhythm and repeat after me, silently or out loud. I am liquid light. I am coherence. I am the song of water remembering itself. Let the land in your body, in your cells, and in your heart, because this is what water wants you to know. You're not broken. You're simply remembering your natural state, fluid, radiant, whole. So thank you for being here with me, my loves, for listening, for feeling, for remembering your liquid light. If this episode resonated, share it with someone you love, someone you could use a little reminder of how magical they truly are. Until next time, with Jade, I believe, but could be Jackie. I'm not too sure. It's going to be a surprise for you. But until next time, stay hydrated, stay radiant, and keep flowing with grace. We love you. Love you, love you, love you. Share, 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 because sharing is love. And you never know who might need to hear this today. And I love you.